So this challenge is the 1 mile a day challenge. Hello everyone. So I know it's been a while since I posted a video, and it's because all these different things happened in the past 3 weeks or so. But I wanted to make sure I put this particular video out because it is something that I was very proud of myself for doing at the beginning of July of this summer, 2020. And I wanted to share with you my experience through it. So, hello. Welcome. If you are new to my channel, my name is Mariely Sanchez, and I am a 4th grade teacher in South Florida who's currently on summer break. These videos are not my usual classroom content videos, they're just my life videos in the summer. But I wanted to go ahead and share this with you because, like I said earlier, I was very proud of myself until the unfortunate happened halfway through it, which we'll get to that in a moment. But I was inspired to do this particular video because I had been watching 2 different YouTubers that I will link down below. One of them is Caruso, which you absolutely need to follow her if you are doing any type of wellness journey or trying to get into a more healthier lifestyle. She is hilarious. I love her very, very much, and she just keeps me entertained while giving me some motivation and inspiration to also do the same for me. The other YouTuber that I want to also give a shout out to is Devon. She's amazing. She also did this challenge, and her video was one of the second ones that I watched, and then I started watching some of her other vlog content. She is amazing as well. So I will also link her down below. So this challenge is the 1 mile a day challenge. Now, I initially set out to complete this challenge for 21 days. Devon did it for 30 days. Caruso did it for 21 days. And I thought, you know what, let me just start it off for 21 days and see how I go. If I kind of like how I feel and I want to continue for another week and make it a 30-day challenge or a little bit over the week, then I'll do that. It was such a good challenge. It's something that I could start small. If you know anything from what I've shared in the past, I used to do races. I used to be a runner. I peaked in 2015 by completing the Miami half marathon in 3 hours and 30 minutes, 13.1 miles. I did that. That was me. And then things happen, you know? And I've been wanting to get back to that because I really love running. And as you saw in the beginning of this year when I started my Journey to Wellness series, I started by doing different races. I did 2 races, I think, at the beginning of the year, plus a virtual race, the Harry Potter one. And I really liked that feeling. And then, of course, pandemic happened. So then I went into anxiety and depression and all that stuff. And then all that went by the wayside, which is why I haven't really posted any Journey to Wellness videos because I wasn't doing anything. And I'm just being honest. And my doctor told me that it was okay for me to, you know, feel like I was feeling because the pandemic was a real big thing that just happened in our lives and we're still trying to deal with it. Florida, get it together. All right, but anyway, I wanted to go ahead and do this video to catch you up because in the summer, I said to myself, all right, now that we've had some time to deal with the initial effects of the pandemic and social distancing and all that stuff, and we've gotten through distance learning from the spring, so that was from March to June. Now we've had some time to kind of like regroup. So at the beginning of July, I found Caruso's video, and then I found Devon's video, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I put on my running shoes. I have Brooks running shoes that I got fitted for some time ago, and I said, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to ease back into running and do it the slow way. I wasn't just going to full on run it because I'm not in that shape. You have to slowly build up your endurance again. I decided I was just going to take it slow. I'm going to run, walk it, and see how it goes. So I started the challenge and I vlogged my experience day by day. I also kept track of my results. I did take some body measurements. I did weigh myself before and after the first week of the challenge. And I did track my time along with my heart rate because I am using my Fitbit Versa 2, which tracks my heart rate, and that's how I was able to do my workouts. I would log them into my Fitbit And the Fitbit app gave me some really cool charts that showed me my heart rate range and how fast I was at my pace, which were really great bits of information that I put into a PowerPoint slide that I will share with you at the end of the video. So without further ado, what you're going to see now is just me in my all natural self, no makeup, because we usually don't need makeup when we are working out. Plus, you know, we're doing social distancing and sometimes there's no real reason to put on makeup, but sometimes I do put on makeup because it just makes you feel different. So anyway, I digress. I usually do this. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and see the footage of my experience doing this 1 mile a day challenge starting from day 1. Hello everyone. Today is Tuesday, July 7th, 2020, and I'm finally getting out of the house after spending all morning at the Teachers Pay Teachers conference. And frankly, I need this. I need to go out. I need to walk. Today is day 1 of what I hope to be a 21-day, 1 mile run walk challenge. I have been inspired by a few YouTubers that I will link down below. And yeah, let's see how I do. I hope to share the journey along the way, as well as any results that I have as I continue to venture on this 1 mile challenge. So yeah, right now I just started. I'm doing a 5-minute warm-up, and then after the warm-up, I'll start the clock for how long it takes me to complete 1 mile. So day 1, here we go. I just finished 1 mile. My pace was about 20 minutes a mile. It was tough. I initially started just lightly jogging, but then after 3 minutes, I was out of air. I was feeling a little nauseous, so I ended up walking most of the way, but I did do small spurts of jogs here and there, but it was tough. So yeah, and I didn't eat the best thing earlier. So I had some acid reflux earlier, right before starting. That was not fun, but I look forward to continuing this and see how I do tomorrow. It is now day 2, and I just want to say how I feel from yesterday. It took me 20 minutes to finish yesterday's mile. I have to say that I haven't been working out, so that was the first time in a long time that I did a workout, and my heart rate in those 20 minutes was extremely high, which is why I felt the way I felt at the end of the workout. So out of those 20 minutes, 18 of them were at the peak, like the highest. And my heart rate at one point, I think, went to like 184. So, and the average was 166. So I was 18 minutes in the peak zone, 2 minutes in the cardio zone, 0 minutes in the fat zone, and 0 minutes under. But I'm gonna take it a little bit easier today, try to see if I can get into the fat zone, the fat burning zone. That's what I meant, not the fat zone, the fat burning zone. Right now, I am doing my 5-minute warm-up, and then we're gonna complete day 2's 1 mile run, walk, jog walk, whatever we call it. Good morning, everyone. It is day 3, and I decided to do today's 1 mile early. So it is like 9 a.m. in the morning. Here in South Florida, my only 2 options when doing this outside is either early in the morning or in the afternoon after 5 or 6. So it's not too hot. Right now, it actually feels pretty comfortable. It's partly cloudy. We've been having thunderstorms, so it's just good to do it when the sky is clear. So yeah, I have to say my legs are sore, specifically my thighs. My calves, not too much, but my thighs, yes. And all I'm doing is running, walking 1 mile. And it's not even a full run, it's a jog. But right now I'm in my 5-minute warm-up, and my apologies for my sleepy face. I literally woke up, got ready, and went out the door. When I get back, I'm just gonna shower and continue with the Teachers Pay Teachers conference, which is a virtual conference. Watch some sessions and go for it. All right, so let's get this 1 mile done. I do have to say, yesterday, those 19 minutes, 15 of those minutes, I was in the peak heart rate zone, and 4 minutes I was in the cardio zone. No fat burning zone, but we're just gonna keep going. It's gonna be fine. All right, so let's go ahead and keep going. All right, I just got through my workout, and that was tough. Definitely not my fastest. I mean, it's only day 3, but I try to push myself too much today, and I noticed that my peak heart rate was at 191, which is really high. And yeah, not my best times. I did push myself harder than I think I should have, especially that last little jog that I did. It was really, really hard. I was left out of breath, especially at that last 1/10 of a mile. So yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll take it a little bit more easier, even if it means a longer time. Right now, I just want to be able to complete a mile a day. But I wanted to let you know that yesterday and today I was doing run-jog intervals. So the first 1/10 of a mile from 0 to 1/10 was jog, and then at 2/10 of a mile I would walk, and I would alternate, so that at every even 1/10 of a mile I was jogging or going a little faster, or running in some cases, and then I would stop to have a walking break the next 1/10 of a mile. So those are the intervals that I've been doing. But right now I'm gonna go in, get some water, take a shower, and continue on my day. See you tomorrow. It's day 4. So right now I just started my warm-up, which is my 5-minute warm-up, and I'm gonna get going. Once the 5-minute warm-up ends, then I start my exercise on my Fitbit Versa. I put run, and I have it set so that it laps for 1 mile. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll show you what the results are. So as I go ahead and do this walk, I do listen to an audiobook. And right now I'm listening to Uninvited by Lisa Turkers, which is like a Bible study. And I like it because I'm being productive while I'm doing my challenge, my daily exercise, you would say. So yeah. And I'm not as sore today, but yesterday I was really sore, especially in my thighs. And we're gonna see how we take it on today. It had been raining a lot today, and yeah, it's Friday. I didn't feel like much today. I did do like a TPT. TPT is Teachers Pay Teachers, the virtual conference. Did a TPT event this morning, but then I wanted to like not do anything today. So yeah, that's what basically I've been doing. Sorry I'm rambling, but yeah. All right, let's get going with this run/jog/walk. All right. As you saw, I just finished my 1 mile for day 4. I'm a little winded, but that's fine. I had better times than the past 3 days. And a reflection, yesterday was the longest between the 3 days. Well, counting today between the 4 days. Whew. But I think it's because I went in the morning, and the other days I went in the afternoon like I'm doing now. So maybe that has to do something with it, but I'm very happy of these times. So yeah, now to go home, take a shower, and enjoy the rest of my evening. I'll see you tomorrow for day 5. Today is day 5 of my 21-day 1 mile challenge, and I'm just getting myself out. It's been raining all day, finally cleared up, big thunderstorms and all that. And my mood is not 100%. I don't know if you can tell from my face, but I just been really down and really sad, and just feel like crying some more. And it's nothing more than just my anxiety and depression creeping in. It has nothing to do with this challenge, although I hope that by the time I finish this 1 mile today on day 5, I'll feel a little better. So for today, I'm not gonna listen to my audiobook. I just wanna listen to some really good, feel good Christian music. and I have a playlist that I go to, so that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now as I get ready for this 1 mile run. As you can see, I just finished. 18 minutes, 27 seconds. Not bad. I have to say, all the songs that I've been hearing so far, I think like the first 4 or 5 that played in the playlist, they've really been speaking to me. So I'll probably put them in the description box below so you can check them out. But all right, I'm going to get home, do some stretches, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for day 6. Well, hello. Today is day 6 of the 21-day 1 mile challenge, and I'm getting started on my warm-up and see how I finished today's 1 mile. My mood today is better than yesterday. Still struggling a bit, just being honest, but looking forward to this 1 mile run walk. All right, as you can see, I'm out of breath. I just finished the mile. It wasn't as good as the past couple of days, but I'm happy with it, especially since towards the end, like around the 8/10 of a mile, is when I do my last jog sprint. I wasn't having it. I was having a hard time breathing from my previous sprint, and yeah, I wanted to take it a little bit easier on myself. I think it's probably due to the fact that I ate kind of before running. I waited 30 minutes after I ate, but I think I should have waited like an hour or so. But I wanted to get out and do it because the forecast says there's going to be thunderstorms in a few hours. So yeah, made it out, just finished. It was tough. I feel like I'm dying, but now I'm going to stretch and just relax for the rest of the day. See you tomorrow. Good morning. It's day 7. I can't believe it. This is the last day of week 1. This is a 21-day challenge, so it's 3 weeks. So today I get to average all of my time for this week. It'll just be an average. It won't be specifically close. But yeah, looking forward to it. Just started my warm-up, and I have to say, this morning I woke up and my lungs, like right here to my lungs, feel a bit odd. I don't have any other symptoms, no fever. I didn't have a sore throat before. So I'm hoping it's just irritation because of my asthma or allergies and nothing else. I know, it makes me anxious, especially living in these current times with COVID and me being high risk because of my chronic asthma. But it's kind of scary. Doing these 1 miles, I stay away from people. I don't touch anything. I'm literally just going around my block, if I would say so, my neighborhood. So yeah, anyway, I think I'm going to take it easy this morning because yesterday was kind of tough for me. So I may do my intervals, my run, walk intervals a little different today. Not worried about the time. I'm just doing it today to just complete the mile. So let's go ahead and get going and continue doing this. Well, isn't that surprising? I said I was gonna be easy on myself today, and I ended up doing my best time so far in the last 7 days. 17 minutes and 6 seconds for 1 mile. The only thing I did different was, instead of running for the full 10th of the mile, I only ran for half of a 10th. So when I started the timer, I ran up to 0.05, and then I didn't run again until 2/10 of a mile, and I only ran until 2.5, and I kept doing that. So in my half of a 10th, I tried to run as fast as I could since it was a short distance, and then I walked the rest of the remainder of that 10th, and then I power walked the next 10th. So I think that helped the time. I'm not dying, so that's good. And yeah, I'm gonna take my oxygen because I have a little finger reader for that since I'm asthmatic, and make sure I'm okay. But I'll see you tomorrow for day 8. It's day 8 and the start of the 2nd week of this challenge. And I should have looked at the weather report earlier because we're expecting thunderstorms soon. I'm doing an evening walk instead of a morning walk. It's now past 7, so I hope it doesn't start raining while I'm doing this run. So I guess I gotta do this quick. We'll see how it goes because it's starting to get darker. Why did I wait so late? Okay, here I go. All right, so I finished. Now, I know I just showed you a clip of my watch, but I was having some technical difficulties and my watch wasn't syncing to my Fitbit app. So it kept saying connecting. And I wasn't sure if it was gonna take like good records of my time and heart rate. So I went ahead and I started the workout in the Fitbit app. So I already finished that, but I was like half of a tenth behind on the watch because I didn't start it at the same time as the Fitbit app. So the Fitbit app has me finishing the mile in 16 minutes and a half, I think. And my Fitbit Versa has me finishing like a minute more than that. Whatever, I'm done. Day 8 is complete. I'm gonna go home, drink water, stretch, yeah, and rest for the rest of the night. So I'll see you tomorrow. It's day 9 and I need to make this quick because the weather doesn't look so good even though the weather app says it's fine. Look at all that. Super dark. So I just started my warm up right now and I'm gonna try to make this quick, but we'll see because I don't want to kill myself either. So here we go. All right, I did it. I'm out of breath, but I finished it. 16 and a half minutes, pretty good, just like yesterday. But yesterday I ended up taking the time that the Fitbit Versa 2 watch gave me, 17 and a half per se. But yeah, I beat the rain. Skies have gotten a lot darker. And I hear thunder rumbling, so. All right, yay, done. See you tomorrow. It's day 10. Just started my warm up and we'll see how we do today in our 1 mile. I finished, yay, 17 and a half minutes or so. I could have gone faster, but about halfway through, my left ankle started bothering me. Now I didn't sprain it or anything, but it hurt. So I didn't want to push myself too much, you know, listen to your body. So I didn't go as fast as I possibly could the last half, but I'm still happy that I finished this mile. And yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Day 11, everyone. And I just started my warm up. I have to say, I'm starting a little later today. It's like past 7:30 in the evening for sure. So I really got to get this going. Plus it has been raining, so it's not raining right now, but the sidewalk and the streets are wet. I have to say, I really didn't feel like doing this mile today, just being honest, expressing my honest thoughts right now. But I'm like, you know what? Let's get these shoes on my feet and let's get going out the door because we're gonna finish this. We are now about halfway through this challenge and we're gonna keep going because even though I feel like not doing it right now, when I'm done, every day since I started this, I feel great. I feel accomplished. I'm proud to look at my numbers, which I'll share at the end of this video. But yeah, so let's see how we do today. All right, I'm done. And as you can tell, I'm soaked. This is not sweat. Literally halfway through, it started to rain. And I could have easily ended it there, only done like 4/10 of a mile and gone home. But I kept going because it wasn't thundering. So it was safe. It was a light rain. It was a little hard rain a little bit later. I'm soaked through and I feel great. I know I didn't want to earlier to do this, but like I said earlier, I will feel better for it. So yeah, I'm all done and I'm trying to get through these puddles. So yay, day 11, all done, nice and complete. Crossing the street while cars are trying to turn and vlogging in public, it's hard. But yes, I'm done with day 11. Can't wait to track my minutes and my heart rate and all that stuff in the chart that again I'll share at the end of the video. But I'm soaked, super soaked. All right, see you tomorrow for day 12. All right, so that was the end of day 11, a Friday. getting ready for the weekend, continuing the challenge. Now this is where the challenge takes a turn, because I was looking forward to finishing this challenge. So help me God, I was looking forward to it. But the next day, day 12, is pretty much where everything went downhill. I decided to have a me day, a self-care day, which is my previous video that I posted to my channel. And while having that day, which was a great day, I don't regret any of it, I was culminating the day. I wanted to get a nice glimpse of a sunset over the bay. And I parked my car, got out of the car. As I was walking down the sidewalk, I blamed my shoe and the slight decline in the sidewalk, my foot twisted, my right ankle. And I tried to stop myself from falling, but it ended up twisting again. So I fell to the floor, hit the knee that I had just healed from back in March. If you recall, I also fell in my classroom. 2020 is bringing back the clumsy Marieli, I guess. And I know, it's like I'm trying to focus on this day of self-care. I'm really proud of the things that I did today, but now my foot looks terrible. And I think I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. I have also been doing like this 21-day 1-mile challenge where I challenge myself to walk a mile every day for 21 days. Today is day 12. So now I'm not gonna be able to finish that challenge. I severely sprained my ankle, and it ended up being a really, really bad sprain. Well, they're treating it as a really bad sprain, even though I do have still right now, because it's only been 3 weeks since it happened, I have a small fracture at the end of my fibula, which is the little skinny bone at the side of your leg, the bottom part of your leg. And yeah, so I was not able to continue the challenge. And I'm not gonna lie, it bummed me out so much. I was so sad that I wasn't going to be able to continue. I had some really great results, which I'll share with you in a moment. And the challenge had to end on day 11. So I only made it halfway through. Good thing is I'm able to get a little bit more around. I did not need a cast. I've been trying to do my best to follow the doctor's orders. I do have a follow-up appointment on Friday, this coming Friday, so that we can see how everything's going, because I go back to work next week. So yeah, the challenge ended on July 17th and I wasn't able to complete it. I would have completed the challenge by July 28th, and that would have been day 21. And I would have really been excited to see how the progress would have continued, because I was tracking it for 3 weeks. So I was able to do a full week and a half of the challenge, and I just didn't do the last part of it. So I will definitely go back to doing this challenge. I want to end by saying that. I want to definitely go back to doing this challenge once my foot is completely healed. Now, my foot is healed to the point that I can actually start walking on it. So I want to see if maybe this week I can get my tennis shoes on, maybe wrap my ankle with an ace wrap, and start just going soft, gentle walk, just one time around my block, just to see if I can do it. If I cannot do the full block, I'll see how far I can go before I have to come back. But I want to start to slowly build it up. And before you say, oh my God, no, you're not fully healed, don't do that. My doctor actually said that it's up to me and my comfort level as far as my swelling and the pain goes. And right now my foot is not really swollen anymore. I have minimal pain when I walk. So if I feel like I'm ready to start walking, even if it's a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And eventually I will continue to go slowly and slowly until I'm able to walk a mile again, because I was making great progress, especially a week after. I wanted to share this with you and let you know, wherever you are, if you're doing a wellness journey and you want a little bit of motivation, I hope this can give you an idea of something that you can do that's very small. It may not take a lot of effort, and it makes you feel great. Because, you know, as you saw, there were some days I didn't want to do it, but after I did it, I felt really accomplished. All right, enough about that. Let's look at the results. All right, everyone, it's time for me to share the results. Now, as a fair warning, if numbers trigger you, please go ahead and fast forward this part, skip it, and just watch me at the end. And you don't have to see any of these numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and share the results. Starting with week 1. So here we have what I decided to do every week when I did this challenge was to go ahead and put all the dates and track my pace. My BPM is my beats per minute average, and then this is my beats per minute max. It also gave me the calories burned, and these last 4 columns are my time in heart zones. So Fitbit Versa, or Fitbit, the Fitbit app, if you have a Fitbit, and I'm sure that if you use any other fitness trackers, they do something similar, but Fitbit gives me my heart range into 4 categories. My peak heart rate, which is the highest, my cardio heart rate, my fat burn heart rate, and if it's below any of that. So what I did is I tracked every single day. As you saw in the video, at the end of each walk, run, I showed my Fitbit so you can see what was on my screen. But then I went into the app, and the app gave me a lot more information, which I tracked on this chart. As you can see, day 1 was my slowest. Well, actually, day 3 was my slowest. But day 1, this is when I started, it was 20 minutes and 9 seconds. My average BPM was 166 and my max was 182. And you can see that I was mostly on my peak. So you can tell that it was a tough workout for me to do. I have to admit, I hadn't worked out in months. So this is to be expected. But as you can see, as the days went by, this time my pace got better and better. I put a star next to my best day out of the week, which happened to be the last day of that particular week. I went down to 17 minutes and 6 seconds for that 1 mile. My beats per minute average was 158, which as you can see, it lowered from 166. And my maximum heart rate, or beats per minute, actually slowed down from 182 to 177, which was really good. My calories weren't as much because calories, I believe, are estimated by how your heart rate is, like your exertion during the exercise. But I wasn't going by how many calories I burned. I was mostly doing it to complete the mile and see how fast I can get it done. I was at my peak heart zone for 13 minutes and cardio for 4 minutes. As you can see, that kind of improved as I went along. I did take an average of the entire week. So at the end of week 1, my average pace was 19 minutes and 4 seconds. My beats per minute average was 161 and my beats per minute max was 183. I burnt a total of 1,886 calories that week. And that is basically it for week 1. Week 2 was the week that I didn't get to finish. It's so sad, but I did get through half of it. My best day was the second day in that week. As you can see, I completed that 1 mile in 16 minutes, 27 seconds. And you can see my BPM, average, max, the calories I burned. And this was interesting because I burned more calories than I burned the previous week when I finished it in 17 minutes. So again, it has to do with your heart rate. I'm pretty sure it's that. I was very happy with this. These were my times in my heart zones. And even the last day of the challenge, I was very proud that I went back into the 1 minute in the fat burning zone. But I do want to speak about that because this is only tracking that workout. So for those 17 minutes, it doesn't show how many minutes my body or my heart rate continued to be in the fat burn range after I finished my workout, which could have easily have been the case because I've done Orange Theory Fitness before, and that's exactly what happens. You spend a couple of minutes in one particular heart rate zone, but then you are expected to be in the fat burning zone for the rest of the day. So that could easily have been the case. So that was the end of that. I didn't really take an average. I just wanted to show you that. And this is my weight, body fat percentage, and BMI. BMI, we don't really use her. She's not really worth it, but I put it here because I do use a body fat calculator that I have at home and it shows it to me, so I just put it there. But as you can see, from the first day to the first day of the second week or a week later, I lost 3 pounds. And I went up a little bit in body fat, but it's not significant. And BMI is just, again, we don't really pay attention to her. But if I would have finished the challenge, I would have weighed myself at the end of the second week and at the end of the third week to see what the total loss would have been. But I mean, for 1 week doing this challenge and the way that I was eating, I wasn't doing anything drastic. I was just watching what I ate a little bit, better foods for me. Didn't really eat too much of the foods that may not have been so great for me. And yeah, 3 pounds lost, or almost 3.5 pounds lost in 1 week. That was not bad. Now, that is not ideal. What's ideal is for you to lose between 1 pound to 2 pounds a week
So that's what I was going for if that would have been the case, which I can get back to in the future. And the last thing that I did was I took body measurements. So I did measure myself the first day of the challenge and the first day of the second week of the challenge, so a week later. And I had results. I had lost inches off of different parts of my body, which was amazing. And if anything, I just want to focus on the fact that my time ridiculously improved at the end of week 1, and going into week 2, I was already making progress. I mean, I did reach a day where I was less than 17 minutes, and if I would have continued, I could have easily gotten down to maybe 15 minutes or 12 minutes a mile, which is what I used to do back when I was racing. I even went down when I was doing my marathon to maybe 10 minutes a mile or 9 or 8 minutes a mile. So it's possible. And if anything, I want these numbers to motivate me and let me know that I can do this again in the future. But going back, I did go ahead and have a last slide where I was showing how many inches I had lost after the first week. And it's really good progress. I mean, my time went down. The fastest was 16 minutes and a half about. And I lost 3.5 pounds almost the first week. I lost 7.5 inches the first week. So if anything, again, is just motivation to go ahead and do something once I am fully healed from my ankle injury and just get back to doing some good health and fitness habits.
As you can see, the results were great, and I was very happy with how far I was progressing. It just, sadly, I wasn't able to finish it because, things happen, right? But if anything, it gives me the motivation to go ahead and do it again in the future. And of course, once I finish the 1 mile a day challenge, maybe I'll do a 2 mile a day challenge and slowly build up to be able to complete a whole 5K race, which is 3.1 miles in about 40 minutes or less. So slowly but surely, I was getting the time. As you saw, I started out at 20 minutes and something seconds, and I ended, my fastest was like 16 minutes something at one day, but it was around 17 minutes at the end of it. That's a whole 3 minutes shaved just by doing it for a week and a half. So it's doable. It's something that I enjoy. And again, if running and walking is not for you, find something that you absolutely love doing as far as exercise goes, and just do that. There's no magic formula to a wellness journey or exercise or fitness. You just have to find what you like and what works for you. Now, I do want to say that I know that I did start by weighing myself and taking body measurements, but that wasn't really the main purpose of this whole thing, because sometimes we get so fixated on the numbers that it stops us from continuing forward. I was mostly doing it to see if what I was working on at the moment was helping me move forward to achieve my wellness goals and my fitness goals, because I just want to be able to feel better about taking a walk or going out for a run or going up the stairs, even though I'm not really going up the stairs right now, but you know what I mean. So I hope you enjoyed this video and it served as some form of motivation. Make sure you check out Caruso and Devon's YouTube channels down below. Again, I'm linking them so you can also be inspired by these beautiful, amazing women. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you thought or any questions you may have. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. As always, I hope you have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile. Hello dreamers, wishers, and magical thinkers. Thank you so much for making it to the very end of this video and for showing your support. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on my picture down here. You can also check out my latest videos here and here. Don't forget to believe in the magic that's inside you, because you are capable of great things. See you next time.